Hi, this is Travis from the Stephanie Miller Show. Please enjoy this clip on the Political Voices Network.
Forget, he lost not just New York City in the 2016 Republican primary, he lost his own district.
Yeah.
He lost Trump Tower in the Republican primary. Yeah, but again, New Yorkers don't hate him. They just are onto him and have been since the early 90s. So
Michael Rappaport speaks for all of us when he says, get them. Hang on a second. I need that behind me.
Yeah.
Get the out of here, you disgusting animal. Get out of here. Oh, I love a good New York accent, don't you?
Oh, I do. Yeah, it was great to have Marge in our city. I think it's really, really exciting. There's the real case about it is, can Alvin Bragg charge Donald Trump for covering up crimes he hasn't been charged for? And this is what I've been talking about with all my guests this week on the show, Steph. Alvin Bragg can't prosecute Trump for federal election fraud, but he can prosecute him for trying to cover up federal election fraud.
Yes.
So whether it's flimsy or not, it's only the first. And I don't believe Alvin Bragg would make himself a goat in the history books and subject his family to 2 years of death threats if he didn't have a really strong case against Trump. We can't do this until Trump ruins it for Ron DeSantis. I know you're sick of me saying this, but Donald Trump has one purpose left, and it's not organ donor, okay? No one's going to be a recipient of his organs. The only thing he can do for humanity is to trash Ron DeSantis before he gets the nomination and loses grotesquely.
I don't know why, for some reason, the penis transplant has been the subject of many of my Grey's Anatomy episodes. I have a Grey's Anatomy addiction, but I don't think anyone would want that.
Grey's Anatomy, yeah.
I don't think anyone would want that Cheeto. I don't. Yeah.
The working title for Grey's Anatomy was Very Bad Hospital, but then they changed it.
No.
Would not want to be a patient there. I'm sorry. Stuff's not right.
Guess what season I'm in? The Lindsay Wagner. Oh, my God. They threw in the Bionic Woman. Now I'm just... Oh, yeah, well... My addiction's worse.
She's why I won't quit Twitter.
Sean, could you take your organ out for me and my personal comedy Jesus?
By the way, Lindsay Wagner had the bionic ear, right?
Yes. Right.
But Lee Majors got the hearing aid commercial. That's sexism against bionic people.
Yes, it is.
What's that, Sean? Oh, I moved my hair. Now I heard that joke. Okay. Okay, please, your organ again. Thank you. Trump participated in an emergency prayer call.
Oh.
When he after he was arraigned for the hush money cover-up, in a call-in with Intercessors for America. Are you familiar?
Oh, of course. Love their work. Yeah, they're great. I like their old stuff.
He began by thanking his spiritual advisor, Paula White.
Oh, her. Oh, boy.
That's great. Yes, please. Keep them together.
We've had a long-time friendship. We've prayed together. We've loved our families together. And we've just loved. Oh, that's so
Trump
loaded.
has never prayed a second in his life.
Or loved his family.
No, he hasn't.
But okay.
Can you imagine Trump getting on his knees or
No.
anything and then getting back up? No.
And we're fighting for so many other things together. We're being discriminated against as a religion. Because he's religious.
Yeah, here's the thing. They're not being discriminated against as a religion. They're being called out because their religion is fake.
Yep.
We're being discriminated against as a faith, and we can't let that continue.
Yeah, no. Actually, what's happening is Jesus teaches us to call out revoltingly fake, pious, religious people. And I always say, what Jesus teachings do Trump or the GOP support? Care for the least of us? Take care of the sick and the poor? Welcome the stranger? Stop executing people? Pay your taxes? Care for people in prison? Forgive debts? No!
That's funny.
They use Jesus as a prop. They legislate against his teachings. I have atheists who are better Christians than Trumpers.
Yes. Trump claimed he was actually having a great day because it turned out to be a sham. Yeah, he looked like he was having a great day.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That glare.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Really good.
He said
at least his wife was by his side the whole time. Come on. Sorry.
Not at the Mar-a-Lago thing either. Oops. Okay. And he mentioned everyone but her. Oops.
And Tiffany. You didn't mention...
No, he mentioned Tiffany.
He did.
That was...
I don't think...
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He
I
mentioned
saw a tweet
everybody.
about that. He didn't.
Tiffany and Barron. Yeah, he mentioned everyone but Melania.
I love that. By the way, I love that the illegitimate child he had with the maid in Trump Tower is back in the headlines.
Yes.
Alvin. That's part of the indictment. I mean, can you imagine a Trump child he loves less than Eric? I think it's great.
He went on to say, there's one thing that I've always remained solid on. That's our faith, our religion, our Christianity, and our beautiful Christianity. And one of the things I think I really believe this, perhaps the main thing that our country needs again is religion. Oh, no. We have to have religion. We're losing our religion in this country.
Now he's quoting REM.
Yeah, exactly. I knew that sounded familiar. Yeah. Paula White then said, "We're so grateful for your heart, for your fight, for your stamina. We know you stand at the front on behalf of all of us as we offer up these prayers for you and your family. We can secure your life, your purpose, your calling. We pray just supernatural wisdom over you and strength in you. The army of believers is blowing up everything right now. It just shows how loved you are."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Paula White's
That is so beautiful. I'm tearing up.
She's the one married to the dude in Journey, right?
Yes.
Is that Paula White?
Paula White,
okay.
yes. Yes.
I was going to say, because Rupert's single again this week, so it's too bad. Yeah. Keep those two together. You know, I couldn't actually hear most of the Trump prayer call over the sounds of angels vomiting blood, because that's what happens when you mention Donald Trump and Christianity in the same sentence.
Hey, speaking of fake Christians, Mike Pence, that's the other big news, John. He will not appeal a federal judge's order to testify in the special counsel's probe of Donald Trump's attempt to overturn the 2020 election. The decision not to fight the court order could provide Jack Smith with remarkable access to one of the key people with critical insight onto that day, January 6th.
Oh, yeah, that's Mike Pence. Ooh, don't force me to do this gross thing I don't want to do. Ooh, don't force me to do this gross thing I don't want to do. Same thing he says in the bathhouse. Ooh, you're forcing me to do this thing. Ooh, now I've got to testify. Ooh.
Oh, Ew. You just gave me a vision of Mike Pence in a bathhouse. Oh.
Yeah,
at the manhole.
All sweaty.
I'm sorry, but anyone who says that same-sex attraction is a choice that must be resisted probably has experience resisting it. That's all I'm saying.
Alan Dershowitz predicted that Trump will be convicted in the Manhattan case.
Can I get a table now? Will you seat me in the restaurant now that I've said it?
He's going with the biased jury thing, but you know what? I don't care at this point. Good.
It's a jury of his peers from the district in which he committed the crime.
I know. It's his unfair Manhattan jury, blah, blah, blah.
This is not a Democratic prosecution. This is 23 citizens of New York who reviewed the evidence and said there is probable cause to indict. This is not by Alvin Bragg. This is not by Democrats.
Yeah. The other, we were saying, the Trump lawyer, Ty Cobb, the Wilford Brimley guy.
Yep.
I love his early stuff, too. What a hell of a ball player.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he had a whole previous career.
So he said yesterday he thinks that the Jack Smith, the documents case, that he's going to be indicted within 60 days on that, and that case is a slam dunk.
He said that, huh?
Yes.
Listen, I think he's right. I think this whole Alvin Bragg case is just to soften Trump up. There's going to be more indictments coming. Fonnie Willis is going to do it. Jack Smith is definitely going to do it. By the way, the Secret Service, Trump's Secret Service agents testify before Jack Smith today as well. Right. The same day, Donald Trump's lawyer, Evan Corcoran, testifies to the grand jury against his client today.
Oh, God.
It's just beginning. This is going to be a year-long festival, guys.
By the way, speaking of the rule of law, the other story blowing up this morning, Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas has been accepting trips from a Republican mega donor for more than 20 years without disclosing them as required, including trips on private jets and yachts that could run afoul of the law. In the latest of a series of ethical scandals, of the 6,533 reasons he should not be on the Supreme Court, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing we have an ethics watchdog in place for the Supreme Court for things like this, isn't it? So they can't get away with it for decade after decade. Isn't that good?
Yeah, I don't.
He should have been impeached. He should have been impeached years ago.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't Scalia die on a trip that someone was flying him on for free as well? I mean, these guys do this.
Yeah.
And liberal justices shouldn't do it either. But Clarence Thomas, never forget, he's the only conservative appointed to the court by a president who won the popular vote, and the president who appointed him opposed the 64 Civil Rights Act. Yeah. That's all you need to know.
Yep, exactly. All right, John, I save Bible Stack for you, one of them.
Oh, no.
Texas State Senate Education Committee this week will take up a bill requiring the Ten Commandments to be installed in every public school classroom, and another that would allow schools to hire pastors and or chaplains instead of counselors.
There you go.
Yeah. No gun safety legislation at all, but more.
Finally, someone is fighting back against James Madison. Finally, someone's fighting back against these founding fathers.
Are they going to allow rabbis and imams to be counselors as well?
No, don't be ridiculous.
Okay, then.
No.
Then I think we have a problem.
Don't be silly.
Can you just imagine, like if you said we want to do a prayer before the big game, and the school district says, "That's right, these kids are gonna do a prayer." And then you walk up to the mic and you say, "There is but one God, and that is Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger." I somehow think they'd change their tune pretty quick.
Yes, absolutely.
John, I don't know many people remember that you were a beautiful MTV VJ before you were a beautiful SiriusXM host.
Yeah, I barely remember it, but yeah.
I don't know if I should refer to Kid Rock as music, but, I like stories that, where music intersects idiocy, because that seems like your specialty, in addition to Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah, Kid Rock cries shooting Bud Light 12 packs.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about it. It's a powerful statement he made. Kid Rock hates Americans who are transgender, and Budweiser smartly entered into a promotional deal with a transgender influencer to infuriate conservatives, which gets young people to think they're hip. That's the only reason they do it.
Mm-hmm.
So Kid Rock bought some cases of Budweiser, shot it with an assault rifle, and if you watch the video, he can't even hit the cases with an assault rifle. Someone off camera is actually shooting the cases. And it's like, you moron, Budweiser has your money already. Exactly. Why do you people give Nike the money and then burn the sneakers? Right. They've got your money, kid. And by the way, Kid Rock's bar in Nashville is still selling Anheuser-Busch products.
He didn't really write all summer long either. Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah. But okay.
Yeah. There he is, the Leonard Cohen of Generation X, Kid Rock.
Generation X doesn't claim him. I don't claim him at all.
All right, and of course I save Ben Shapiro for you as well. Ben Shapiro listed Build-A-Bear as one of the things he hates.
Yes.
But that's only because the kids beat him up when his mom takes him.
Yes. Build-A-Bear announced last week a new collaboration with RuPaul and RuPaul's Drag Race for a new line of teddy bears for their 18-plus website, The Bear Cave. Ben said, when they say they're not coming after your kids, that's a lie. They're coming after the kids. Apparently Build-A-Bear, which is a store that I've taken my kids to a lot, right? This is where you actually go to the store. They have they have sort of these kind of teddy bear skins, and you get the filling, and then you fill the bear and you take it home, and the kids love it, and it's really fun. And now it's all ruined, and we can't have nice things.
Ben Shapiro's so easily triggered. My God.
Can I tell you something? When the Sex Pistols did their first tour of the UK, their manager would write letters to local papers in every city they were going to play the week before, angrily protesting that these vulgar hooligans are even allowed to play at our town. And the letters would get printed, and when the Sex Pistols would arrive the following week, every gig was sold out. Because rock and roll and merchandising is all about, if you can upset the Philistines, upset the Pharisees, upset the uptight straight people, young people will think your product is cool. So there's money to be made in upsetting the Ben Shapiros, and it makes the Angels happy too.
Yeah, that's just a little bonus. All right. John Fugelsang right here on SiriusXM Progress, the best team. It's Michelangelo Ciarelli's anniversary. 20th anniversary. It's a big week for Team Progress. Thank you, John. It was delightful to have you. You don't normally come early, neither do I when you're on.
Yeah, that's not a problem for me. I was supposed to fly tomorrow down south, and now there's a storm and my flight was canceled. So I'll be ready again in a few hours. But thank you very much.
Always love you, John. See you next week.
Bye, guys.
All right. So who's up for a great bottle of wine? Well, according to a recent survey, about 62% of the country is ready to raise a glass. But how do we decide what it is that defines a great wine when all of our palates are so uniquely different? Imagine a fun and interactive process that actually takes your preference into consideration, allowing you to create, design, and even package a wine that's right for you, your event, or clientele. Welcome to Blentique Wine Company, and welcome to your wine. Blentique invites you to participate in a revolutionary new process whereby the everyday consumer can create and design a personalized wine blend from the comfort of home. Whether blending is an individual, date night activity, wedding party, or restaurateur, our one-of-a-kind system helps put the power of creativity back into the only discerning palate in the room that matters, yours. Welcome to Blentique Wine Company, and welcome to your wine.